A really tasty smell wafted through the whole staircase of one of the houses in the old town of Szczecin on Schuhstrasse. Frau Miller had no doubt. It was rabbit braised in wine with vegetables, the signature dish her neighbor Hilda Schulze cooked only for special occasions. The smell pleasantly irritated the nostrils of tenants and stimulated their digestive juices to sheer madness, like those military songs sung by the Hitler youth troops, marching with torches along the streets of Szczecin in the evenings. Frau Miller knocked on her neighbor's door. Immediately, the smell of food cooking hit her in the face pleasantly. "I have no idea how she does it," Frau Miller thought enviously. She went into the kitchen. On the table, in a large roasting pan, tasty chunks of rabbit were stacked up. Frau Schulze was bending over them, a stout woman, a hot devotee to the Führer and his recommendations concerning the position of women in the Reich. The famous 3 Ks, Kinder, Kirche, Küche, that is, kids, church, kitchen. Now she was taking in the divine smell of her own work so deeply that only after a while did she notice her neighbor standing in the kitchen doorway. "Oh, Frau Miller, can you smell it?" "Can I smell it? The whole staircase has the smell of the cooked rabbit. I can even guess the very occasion you're cooking up this goodness for. It is for the arrival of the Führer." Frau Miller rather stated it than asked. Her neighbor just folded her hands as if in prayer, and then her right hand suddenly shot up. "Yes, it is in honor of the arrival of our leader Adolf Hitler to Szczecin. I cannot imagine how much I'm excited, and you cannot imagine. I want to offer the Führer my dish personally," she exclaimed. Frau Miller looked at her without enthusiasm. "It'll be rather difficult. His visit is about to begin. The magistrate has already gathered thousands of people around. You won't get in," Frau Miller said skeptically. "I know. That's why I'm running to the station. The Führer will pass that way. Then I'll hand him my best dish." The woman quickly covered the baking dish with a large lid, grabbed it with her both hands, and she was gone. She came back after a few hours, or rather, she was brought back by an ambulance. Frau Miller wrung her hands, kneeling at the bed of her neighbor. "What happened, Frau Schulze? Has someone hit you or pushed you? In such a crowd a misfortune could easily occur. Did you manage to deliver the rabbit dish to the Führer?" Her questions were coming at the speed of heavy machine gun bullets. Frau Schulze just shook her head and covered her mouth with her hand as if she was about to throw up. Only 2 days later, she was able to tell her story. "I made it just on time. The crowd was huge. People were pushing. Everyone wanted to see him. I saw 3 boys from the Hitler Youth. They climbed up the tree to see better, but the branch broke. Everyone shouted and laughed. The Führer was coming. Squeezed like a tigress, I screamed that I brought a gift for the Führer. And then I was caught by the SS guards protecting the motorcade. They snatched the dish from me, grabbed me by the arm and dragged me to the side, to the town hall. There were more of them. Imagine that, Frau Miller. They accused me of wanting to poison the leader. I, Hilda Schulze, a faithful daughter of Adolf Hitler, I wanted to make a coup against him? The woman screamed, totally out of control. Frau Miller, shocked and speechless, only covered her mouth. Hilda Schulze continued, I tried to explain to them that it was my best dish, which I personally prepared especially for the Führer. Nothing helped. They did not want to believe. Finally, one of them said,
If it's not poisoned, prove it.
How? I asked, and he said,
Eat it.
My hands dropped. Everything? I asked. After all, I made the stew with 3 rabbits. I would not shortchange the leader, would I? Well, they put a gun to my head and said,
Either you eat it by yourself, or we will force you.
So I ate. Everything? Frau Miller was astonished. To the last drop of the sauce, I ate and ate. I don't know how long, and those bastards just watched and laughed louder and louder, and I ate. Tears streamed down my face. I ate, and then the worst of them said,
Remember this, you Stettin Kuchta.
He spat.
Führer does not eat meat.
He's the veg. Well, I don't remember such difficult words he used. You understand, Frau Miller? The leader does not eat meat. As soon as I got out of there, I was gripped by such pain. I was vomiting. I threw up everything. Everything. Some people called an ambulance. They made me a gastric lavage and finally brought home. And I'll tell you one thing. I will never, ever cook a rabbit or any other meat will I touch. I've lost interest for the rest of my life. She kept her word. Her recipe for the rabbit miraculously survived the Allied carpet bombing of Stettin in 1944. Frau Schulze, however, was lost somewhere amidst the turmoil of war.
The recipe for rabbit braised in wine with veggies. Ingredients: 1 rabbit, 1 leek cut into pieces, 1 carrot cut into discs, 3 peppers cut into discs, 1 kohlrabi cut into cubes, 1 small head cabbage cut into pieces, 1 zucchini cut into cubes, grained allspice, bay leaves, sage leaves, salt, cayenne pepper, and white wine and oil. What to do? Divide the rabbit into parts and fry on all sides. Then put into a pot and pour half a liter of boiling water. Fry the chopped veggies and add to the rabbit. Add this allspice, sage and bay leaves. Mix all. Simmer until tender on a very slow heat for about 2.5 hours. Season with salt to taste, then add the wine and cayenne. Simmer about 15 minutes. Serve with mashed potatoes or white bread. Bon appétit, smacznego.